that tree had to go. Just a tree.
What does that have to do with this?
I was just thinking.
Or anything. That yard is a lot. It's got so much going on. So many elements and things.
Yeah.
And then this.
Yeah, it's time for them to come by and bring it down.
And then there's more.
So this is all of this one, and then that next one needs to be cut. I wonder, does this one get sold, or did the wind blow them?
It don't look sold to me. Anyway, hey, it's me and her. We, us. Go down to the door and sleep. Hey, I used to know the folks lived here. Who was y'all?
I'm not doing it.
Okay then, stop wondering. Don't be nosy if you're not gonna go through the links to find the answers.
We have company in our neighborhood today.
I just said that in one of my other videos. I was doing the K Lane Sings the Great Diva Classics.
Oh my God.
And I gave a little mini rant because stop being the party house when you're in the neighborhood. Y'all need to take this to the park.
I used to come down the street because there were less cars. Today, they have it Sunday after church.
I'm sick of them, and I'm sick of them.
I don't care about I don't care about them because they
no, because they were in the
they
in the
backwards at the stop
street.
sign. That was interesting.
Well,
How are you going to park backwards at the stop sign?
Why would you park at the stop sign in the first place? To begin with, the Alpha, the Genesis. Let's start there. Hallelujah. All right, so this is first of all, let me just say I'm sorry we late. I'm so sorry. We were supposed to have Bible study on Wednesday, and we went on down to Lakewood, and Pastor Osteen said we couldn't come in, so we just.
Pastor Osteen said you got to go to the shelter first, and then when the shelter fill up, you can come down here.
When did God ever say that? Did God?
That was the agreement with the city.
Who agreed with the city? That was not the agreement with the city. They didn't have an agreement with the city.
That's what they said.
They did not have no agreement. None of these churches have an agreement.
But then
with the city.
they were passing out food though and such.
So you're not going to Kate for Joelle today. Her and her swoops and her perm wear me out. I can't stand her. I haven't been able to stand her.
You want him to get a perm, a straight perm?
I want him to leave it alone. Just let your hair grow out your head. Natural.
What if that's it? Then what
that's not it.
You saw him?
That's not it.
When he was born?
I've seen perms and I've done them. And you've seen them and you've done them. So I don't know why you're trying to pretend.
I'm trying to help him.
I don't know why.
He talks about Jesus.
So does the devil.
And he has one wife.
Okay. What does one wife have to do?
And we don't know that he's had any like girlfriends or anything.
Because don't nobody want her. She's hideous. She looks like one of Trump's children.
Honey, people don't care what it looked like if he got some money.
She looks like one of Trump's daughters, and I can't. She's ugly.
I think
Joel Osteen is ugly.
You're wrong for talking about
haven't liked her.
Him in the light of.
And I'm glad that the world
the
finally
president's
sees
children.
the
president's
way
children are
that he acts
different.
and looks. Because I've been telling folks for the longest time. Oh, I've been telling y'all niggas that Joel Osteen is the devil. I've been saying it the whole time.
We don't use the N-word.
Why not?
Because you weren't allowed to use it as a child.
I'm not a child. I am a grown hoe.
You are not a hoe.
A full grown hoe.
Never.
An adult hoe.
I'm alive. She's not a hoe.
What did I tell you about that I'm alive stuff?
I'm alive.
You don't even fault. Anyway, we couldn't make it to Wednesday night service because the doors of the church were closed. But we came on by today this Sunday morning. It actually is evening. And we're going to give y'all this word, this little sermon here. And then we're going to let you go. We're not going to be before you long.
Ooh. Why am I still on?
I don't know what you just said.
I was at the radio. I can't. We don't have it. I started to give us a music bed.
Don't give us no music bed. Don't do that. Don't give us no music bed. You sit there and don't give us.
When I worked on the radio, I had music beds.
Yes, but we don't need one. What you will do.
It gives you a light feeling.
What you will do is sit right there, and you'll sing this note. Sing that note. All right. I didn't need you to hold it. I just needed you to sing it.
Man.
That's not where we're going. I believe his name is Jermaine Bolden. I believe the last name is Bolden. I know his first name is Jermaine. He wrote a comment last week and told us how much he enjoyed our rendition of the Lord's Prayer. Kenneth Stallings also said he enjoyed our voices. So thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
So we're just going to give you this quick little... we're going to give you this quick little beat selection. And then we'll go on with the word.
You didn't tell the choir. The choir is not singing without having proper preparations.
I bet you will.
This is a good choir.
In this way when you say ah. Where's your note?
The choir wasn't ready.
Father, which art in heaven. Ooh. See, there you go.
I didn't have enough air.
We didn't
and I wasn't
rehearsal.
sure which, yeah, because I didn't know if we was going to do the lead part or the...
Halloween. it be.
Sing.
Thy holy,
Sing, child.
thy kingdom come, thy will be done. That was me. On earth, in heaven. Ooh. I love that song, honestly. I'm not gonna give y'all all of it. I just wanted to give you a little piece.
Amen. Just go to the end.
Amen.
Just go to the end.
That's what she was doing.
Remember, I did the backup part at the convention when I got to sing it. We just sang the background. I don't know what she did. I was amen.
When you pray, we get down on our knees. When we say,
amen.
Amen. And she was over there just doing too much. She's like,
that's her. That's what I like about her. What did you wear? I'm gonna turn on some air.
I'm just saying, like, I really be sitting there looking at, this is Kim Burrito we talking about. I be looking at Kim Burrito.
I like her singing.
She sings down. She does. She sits there and she opens her mouth and she sings down. Down. But I don't care for her attitude. So I just be sitting there watching her do all this.
Somebody don't like everybody's attitude.
And I was like,
does she hit all the notes? She don't miss them. What?
I was listening to her today. And I really don't need your commentary on this. But I was listening to her today singing.
I'm getting it all together. Singing.
I really don't need your commentary here. I was listening to her sing I Look to You today. And she was wearing it out. She was, and the girls were living, and they were just, you know, she was, I look to you, I look to you. And all of that she was doing, all of that. And Whitney came out. And Whitney was, I was living for Whitney.
Well, yeah,
I was about to lose my breath.
You know, Whitney was very excited about that night.
Whitney did a wonderful.
But Whitney loves to sing with
job.
Kimmy. She loved to sing with Kimmy. She did.
Anyway, we've really gone all around the point here.
When we gonna get to the Greenleaves? We're
getting there. I'm just bored. The episode was slow this week. It was a good one, but it was a filler episode. So I'm bored. That's why I went in no big hurry to get here and, you know, testify and tell the girls. But anyway, we began with Skanks. Basie is up there and he's giving words and sermons and things, and he's telling the girls, you know, over here in Leviticus, this is what they was not doing. You know, y'all out here eating shellfish. He said shellfish, and I was literally biting into some crab legs as he was speaking. And I said, Lord, is I'm going to hell? Probably. And I proceeded to go on about my day.
I'm putting the grease on you. You're going to the glory.
If Leviticus is what's sending the girls to hell, I'm on my way. The saints love to preach like it is.
I mean, but we're under a new covenant. Read.
Don't get me riled.
Read on.
So he's giving all of that, and then he, you know, gets real deep and passionate and says, we've got to go ahead and say it. God loves gays. I said, yeah.
I don't think that was ever a question, was it? Okay, I'm just wondering.
I don't know. All right, so this thing just shut off on us for no reason at all. I want the girls to see my jelly. They're not ready for this jelly. So anyway, Skanks was over there. He's giving God loves the gays, and you see Rick Fox in the back, and he writing. And I'm sitting here like, I haven't seen a reporter with a pen and pencil in so long, pen and paper in so long. But he had a pen and just a little.
I don't think they report no more.
So what do they do?
I don't know. I can't tell. It be lies. Lies in the paper.
You have the most beautiful eyelashes. Honestly, they are gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna get some.
I need tips right out here, just like that.
You just put a little mascara right down the side. That's what I do. I don't go all the way across. I just do the sides. Or if I go all the way across, I just do it with a standard mascara, and then I come out with my volumizing and plumping in the sides. Just give it a little wing. Anyway, back to this.
Yes, eyelashes were back there.
So, Rick Fox is writing, and then, you know, they read the story, I guess, the next day or so. And they're shook because, okay, let me get back to Skanks. Skanks was speaking, and I'm sitting here thinking, he was talking about Kim Burrell and Shirley Caesar. But apparently he was talking about Calvary, because he was talking about, you know, having your social media, don't have your social media up. Why would you do that to me?
Because I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
I just want y'all to know your mama shady. Shade. I'm not going to say who she's shading, because you kind of work for her.
Oh, my boss is just about a female.
Then I didn't spill any tea, did I? I said kind of. Goodness. You out calling names last week.
I I don't remember last week.
And I won't remember this week, next week. Back to this.
Okay.
So he said something about social media and don't, you know, and they, all the gays and this, that, and the other. And I'm sitting here thinking, now that's shade towards Kimberell, because Kimberell was up there doing, you know, you as a man would take another man's penis and put it in your face. That is a perversion.
Okay, I'm not ready.
She said that. She stood up there with those leaning Ugg boots and that leave out, and she said that. She gave you details. She wanted the visual to enter your mind. Kimberell did.
I really don't need visuals.
We know what they do. We have a pretty clear understanding. We're not sure about, you know, all the nuances.
We don't want to know all the nuances.
But we are.
And why do you know all the nuances?
We pretty well know what's going on. You know, we can fathom. Why did she have to say you as a man will open up? No, will take another man's penis in your face. In your face.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, what part of the face, Kim? The ear? Like, I'm confused. What's going on here? Anyway, so I'm thinking he talking about, because then after Kimberell said that, Shirley Caesar came back with us and said, you know, God told her that, you know, when the church is having these type of conversations, take everybody's phone. And I said, now, Sister Caesar, God didn't tell me that. God didn't tell anybody else that. God didn't tell you that. The Lord told you to take everybody's phone when y'all having a conversation. Did God tell you that?
I never heard
If the Lord told you something so serious, like go spread my word and tell the girls that they're perverted, would he say take everybody's phone so they wouldn't be able to know that?
Well, I think he would say this. This is me. Just my
don't
bad.
do too much here on Rambling Review.
This is me.
You take that over to your channel.
I would ask God to tell me what to say.
That was good. She didn't go too. I ain't know. You never know with sisters.
If you're gonna say something deep and you're gonna be really controversial, you need to have a clear understanding of what it is God wants you.
That's what I'm saying. But if
say.
God gives you something
And
to
don't
say,
get all in yourself and start talking about parts.
opening your mouth and taking a man's or opening
and
your face.
I love her, dog. You know I love her.
I can't with her. It just, but for me, I just don't think that God is gonna tell you to tell the people this and then also tell you to take their phone so they can't tell other people this. I just don't think he's going to do that. That's why I'm looking at Shirley Caesar confused.
Child, she don't know what to do. This is a new
But
generation.
for you to say, God told me, God spoke to me and said, when you gonna have a conversation like that, take everybody's phone. I just don't think so.
Well, I can't speak for mother. I really can't.
I just don't think so.
But I can say that God ain't gonna put you out there and not have a way for you to, you know, get it together. And you never want to be a distraction as from, you know, what he once said. You just don't want that.
Right.
So just, if you know he didn't tell you to say all that, he told you to speak about, you know, maybe the Bible's position on homosexuality.
I don't think God told her none of that.
But I mean, okay, read it like it is. Take all the hate, take all that other stuff.
That's a perversion!
Just put it out there like it is.
Really?
Put it like, say it like it is. All that other stuff is not necessary.
It just didn't make sense.
It's hurtful for no reason.
It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Anyway, back to this.
Okay, now, I don't think that was on Greenleaf, but go ahead.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. He was saying, he brought up that, you know, people say don't put this type of thing on social media and that kind of thing, and that's where I went with that.
Yeah, because she did too much for public. That was a private conversation.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that Greenleaf was taking shots at Kim and Shirley with that.
It was good fodder for writers.
Honestly.
Let me. Ooh,
I'd have wrote that in.
I might have myself.
Just like on Law and Order when they have, you know, the Chris Brown and Rihanna episodes or whatever's current. If I was a writer, I'd just throw it in
look
there.
at that.
Or Hollis Doyle over on Scandal. Obviously, it's Trump.
Jesus.
But
and he done bought the place.
I don't watch the show.
1600.
I don't watch the show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your current president.
Oh, I don't watch that show either. I don't turn it on.
Hollis Doyle and picked it up and put it in his purse.
Anywho, so anyway, the Saints are mad about it. This is Calvary. Bishop and them are upset about the interview, the piece, the journalism piece. What do you call it? Article.
The article.
They're upset about this article, and you know, apparently he talked to Carlton about some things that Calvary had done, and Skanks mentioned Calvary and this kind of thing. And they're like, why he ain't just come to us? You know, don't ask my neighbor. What is the head? Why do you always do that?
I felt it.
Come to me. Don't be afraid of what you see. You'll find I love you. Come to me. Don't be afraid. Hey. We are doing so much today.
Nothing about the actual show.
So they mad about that. Actually, I'm gonna just go on and get to the point here. Skank,
you sound like me in Sunday school this morning. This is the point. That's how I went. Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
That's what I told you.
So, Bishop Silverthroat slid on down to Triumph Buster and Skank's office and said, "You leave my daughter alone. Now I let you go over there and deal with my son and mess him up and all of that because I don't care that much for him." But that's what he said. I don't care about Jacob. You can have Jacob, but Grace, you leave her alone.
That's my baby.
Now,
that's my baby.
Charity and Jacob and the rest of them do whatever, but Grace, you'll never. That's what he said. That's what I received. And then he went on and said, "Judgment is coming," and you know, signed it off. And Skanks was in there. He was talking to yeah, all the bishops and preachers Santa on this show.
Okay, I'm gonna get mine started. I'm gonna practice it.
Okay. You'll get your old nasty Juanita Bynums.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to proceed. Is it recording? Okay,
yeah.
It's recording now. I don't remember where we stopped. Oh, I was laughing at Juanita Bynum. Let's move on. Before Bishop, or as Bishop was busting in, Skanks was in there, and you know, there's a big scary black man in the leather jacket, getting ready to rough him up because he ain't have his money.
He touched me.
We swoop over to Jacob and them. Kerissa and her long sleeve shirts are in there, fussing at Jacob.
This is Memphis. It's hot.
Have y'all noticed that everybody wears long sleeves over here? Are they saved? Everybody but Grace wears long sleeves. And that time Debbie Joy Winans wore that motorcycle jacket with her titties just up here. But any other time, the girls, what was it? Sophia's birthday party when she had on that jacket.
Yeah.
And the bustier had the girls.
No, I mean, she just has, she's blessed. And,
I mean, she's blessed, but she had those things.
And I mean,
Lord.
I didn't know you know it.
You know I will. That's what's right there. With the power.
Yeah, sisters in the house.
Of the Holy Ghost. You know they get it. I wasn't ready. You know they go right there. They go into all of that.
But they know they went to rehearsal. I missed rehearsal
But they
this week.
sisters and we mother and daughter. You ought to know where I'm going.
But you went there. They would go.
You're right. Anyway.
You got to tell me what sisters we are.
Kerissa and her long sleeves over there hollering at Jacob. I'm not wearing long sleeves in the house. I'm just not. But anyway, she hollering at Jacob, telling them to get a job. Get a job, Jacob. And I'm saying, like, Jacob, get a job, sis. What are you doing?
Why don't you have a job?
Just get a job. And I'm not getting a job. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, he's just going to be broke.
But the only problem is that means everybody's going to be broke. Ooh, she touched him.
I'm sick of Kerissa. She had a point right there, but I'm sick of her. And her long sleeves. So Grace ain't preaching no more. And so she's taking over the law offices of Kevin. And she going through, ruffling through the files and things. And she talking to Darlene. And, you know, she's saying, I'm not going to be preaching no more. I'm just work over here in this ministry. And Darlene says, well, that's a shame. And she said, well, I just didn't fit in. Darlene says, sis,
she broke it down.
ain't nobody fit in. The disciples, they wasn't fitting in. They was over there just
discipling.
That's it. That's what they were doing.
With Jesus, that strange dude.
The weird guy with the hair and the beard, the carpenter fella.
Turning water into wine. And,
like,
ooh. Is he a magician?
What is he doing over there? How he do that? Do it again.
He ain't doing
it. Let me see.
Make some more.
Right. Roof was the ass roof. He did. He turned that water on. Anyway. So anyway. I don't know. Where did I? Because I already talked about that. Okay, so Bishop and Lady Mae are having a conversation, and Latoya Luckett calls. I don't remember what they was talking about, Bishop and Lady Mae, but Latoya Luckett calls, and Lady Mae is saying, give my best to Latoya Luckett. And then she saunters off. Because she see what's going on.
Oh, she got her eye on it.
And Bishop answers the phone and says, Latoya Luckett, you was just on my mind. And I'm saying, like, now, Bishop, let's just not do this.
Back up.
Let's
back up.
not. Anyway, Charity's over there. She getting all dolled up because she meeting with Jabari. He pops into her office and gives her one of them little Tinker toys the kids got when they make their own beats. He gives her one of them, and she's like, oh, you don't want me to come to Nashville anymore? And he's like, oh, no, that's not the problem. I just want you to, you know, be able to keep your creative juices flowing whenever. I think he just don't want to come to Nashville no more because she done kissed him in the mouth and he gay, and he's not interested. That's what I think. Anyway, so, you know, they work on the Tinker toy. They do a little song. It sounds good, yada, yada. He asked her to dinner, and this is where I'm like, Jabari, your signals are biracial, daughter. They're mixed. What are we doing here? What's going on? Yeah, this is just mixed signals now. They're biracial. What's going on? Why did you invite her to dinner? It just didn't.
He scared her. No, she scared him. Somebody scared.
The homosexual Jabari ought to be a little nervous. Anyway, we having lunch with Jacinta. We is Lady Mae and us.
Yeah,
we were sitting there.
Yeah, we was on the other side. We was quiet.
We was eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm.
And they sitting there, you know, they done had lunch and, you know, some sort of service they finna have and Jacinta's gonna be there and all of that, you know.
The women's, you know, they had the women's meeting last year. You remember?
I remember.
It's the women's meeting.
I'm mad you remember. Anyway, Jacinta coming this week. I guess she gonna. I mean, this year, I guess she gonna be the, you know, the speaker.
Yeah, she's her.
And as they're getting ready to leave dinner, you know, they bring up Latoya Luck, and she's like, "Oh yeah, Latoya, she, you know, she said she gonna join the church and everything. That's so wonderful." And you know, it's a shame she couldn't be at she couldn't stay at what you call this church. What's the church? True something, wasn't it? True Holiness, True Religion.
I would have remembered, except you done went through all these names. It was some Greater Redeemer.
Greater Redeemer.
That was.
That sounds like a good old holy, just a fire baptized.
Or a place where the devil lives,
or
one
that,
or two.
You know.
It gets a little too deep
Fire
sounding.
baptized goes two different ways, honestly.
Oh, well.
Anyway, so she's like, yeah, she's gonna join us, and you know, it's a shame what happened over at Greater Redeemer. And Jacinta was like, oh, she told you? I can't believe she said anything. And the lady man's like, yeah, she told me what was going on and everything. Jacinta says, oh, it's a shame how they always put that thing on the woman and how she, you know, always has to take the blame. And lady man said, it is a shame.
Sure, shame.
I can't believe it myself, honestly. Lady man ain't know nothing about it, but she played it like I would have played it. She's like, oh, that is truly just a shame. And so we find out basically that Latoya Luck had been out here sleeping with the preachers and them.
There was,
which is what
there's a rumor going around.
I was waiting on her to say it at the table last week when we had dinner, and she said it was too personal to talk about it at the table. And then she came out with the breast cancer. Did she ever have breast cancer? Did she?
She might.
I'm gonna need to see the results of the mammogram because I don't trust her. Anyway, Latoya Luck does Jacinta's finances, so I don't know. I guess she an accountant or something. I ain't never seen an accountant that sickening, but I just never.
That depends on who your clients are. If your clients got some money, you can charge them arm and a leg.
Usually, if your clients got some money, you a Jew, a white Jew, not the black ones like Sammy Davis Jr.
I wasn't ready for that.
I mean, it was a Jew too. Anyway, so Doran Houston is over there in the bed with Isaiah.
I just have to pray.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there. Like Doran Hussey is, if you don't get up at this bed,
that's better.
You like Doran Hussey better than
because right now she's kind of cutting up.
Either one is good for me.
I know, I see that.
It's
not all good for me.
She's at the bed with this, in this twin bed with this young man.
I mean, that's all she gets. She gets paid. She's a child.
She is a child. And they just all cuddled up and pretending to do biology, and then they started making
They
out.
got to do biology. It's just a different part.
Anatomy, honey.
That part.
And then you know they hear the door, and Isaiah says, "What was that?" And I said, "You ain't never heard a door before. You've just never heard the sounds of a door."
So your brain was gone that bad in that second.
What was that? It was probably somebody coming in the house, obviously. And you know you ain't supposed to be here. A shame.
And he ain't got sense enough to go hide behind the door, so when Daddy cracked the door, he ain't sitting right there.
Or in the closet. Or last week Zora said you gonna have to hop out the window. He ain't even trying to hop out the window. He just
dumb as a box of rocks. I just have to use that from your people.
Those people.
Them people.
Those people.
Them people.
Those people.
Damn.
GP, are you with me? Anyway, so Jacob pops in and he's like, hey, I got these donuts and things.
He's so excited to bring his baby donut home.
And Doran Hussey is sitting there looking just like guilty. Just guilty. And he opens the door and Isaiah's sitting there looking like Skanks Jr. And I'm just like, I really think Skanks is his daddy. I think Skanks is his daddy and Latoya Luck is his mama because they all got that swoop. They all have the finger waves and the swoop.
Well, they didn't put her with Skanks. They put her with the pastor Greater Redeemer. Not
just because she was with the one pastor don't mean she wasn't.
She like pastors.
It looked like she was with Bishop.
Oh Lord, Joe Osteen need to be careful.
Honey. Please. Please.
You need to be careful.
He ain't gonna open the door to let her in. The city didn't tell him she could come in.
I went to my other man's wife. What's his wife?
What's your other man? What's
the one you grew up with that you love so? My brain went to Gloria. That's not her name. Yeah, you like Gloria Copeland when you was a little girl. But what was the what's Joel Osteen's wife's name?
Victoria, ain't it?
Victoria! Victoria, somebody's here! Don't say that.
I can't be bothered.
Better call somebody to get you some help.
Anywho, so yeah, he opens the door, sees him there, and he, you know, hollers, as I assume a father would. I don't know. There were some things that my mama made very clear very early, what you're not gonna do in my house. And so I just never tried anything like that personally. So I don't know how a parent would react to these type of situations. I ain't never snuck nobody in the house. Only people that were, you know, I allowed to come into the house when my mama went home was my sisters. Because she wasn't.
And then I knew they were coming most of the time.
And even if you didn't, you would have cared.
No, not really.
But Anybody, I ain't never snuck a boy into my house.
But you brought your dad in at one time and didn't tell me. My neck got...
That's my father.
He don't care to me.
Yeah, you don't be mad when I bring my heavenly father in.
He need to always be there.
And so...
You need to set him an altar in your room.
And so when my natural father, he just... Anyway.
You were an immaculate conception. I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's logical as well. I believe it. Anyway, so, you know, Jacob gets to holler and puts the boy out. Zora, nigga hussy, opens her mouth and is getting ready to throw some shade at her father. And I looked at the TV and said, no, don't do that. Do not you do that. Because I, with the slickest of mouths, my mother can attest, I just really don't know when to stop sometimes. I don't know when to shut up. But I would not have opened my mouth and said nothing.
You gotta have several rings
at that moment.
So you can...
I tweeted about your rings yesterday.
Did your mother go to the toilet? See what you did.
Because they tried to say that this young man named Harry somebody, one of the fifth directions, of one of the, you know, the direction, one direction.
I say fifth dimension?
Honestly.
Okay.
Anyway, one of them apparently has started the fad of wearing multiple rings across your finger. I said, my mama been doing this since 80.
And your grandmama wears from the thumb on.
All over. The wrist.
not my mama, not my mama. But the other one, she wears them.
The
other grandmama.
That's about accurate. Anyway, oh, that was shady. I need to stop.
Alright.
I be trying to be nice sometimes. I just don't know her like that. Anyway, so yeah, he hollering and doing all of that. And
get your train tickets and you down there.
I can't. The roads closed. They having hurricanes around.
They been having no gas to get there right now.
Be able to make it. Now let me look here. Jabari and Charity was over there singing blah blah blah. I told y'all, Latoya said she gonna join the church.
I just feel Ashford and Simpson. You don't have to be a star, baby.
Because you know my theory about Nick. It's the same theory I have about Jabari. And that man, the lead singer. Is it the lead singer? Which one is the one with the perm from Earth, Wind, and Fire? I get that very
the one
same.
that passed away, Maurice.
Is it Maurice that had the hair?
The lead. I mean, this was the 70s.
I'm talking about that had the hair like recently, like now. I think it's one.
What change it for?
It's one that's still living. I believe that has the long, pretty hair.
Oh, he's the bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the same vibe.
Oh, I know his name. My brain is not working at the moment. He's not gonna pull it up yet.
Anyway, so yeah, they singing and all of that, and then he invites her to dinner. Blah blah blah. Now we swoop over to the girls. The girls are in the car. The girls are Zora, Nigga, Hurston, and Sophia.
I thought we was changing her name.
Zora, Neil, Hussey, and Sophia.
I can take that better.
I don't know why, but Sophia is just, you know, she just doesn't want her cousin to be talking to this young man.
Because he's bad news.
I mean, yes, he is bad news.
What the little fat woman in the wind say? Don't nobody bring me.
You will call her Eveline.
Eveline?
The little fat woman from the wig. Give her title.
I absolutely love her dress, though. She was not fat
in the play. When,
I love the dress. Was just
when Mary
fabulous
J.
in the
Blige
wig.
and her boots played Eveline, she wasn't fat.
No,
so
but she didn't have the effect of that big dress.
The poof.
That's poof, poof, poof. I love that dress.
You're doing too much. If you're gonna bring me something that I can use. But don't nobody bring me no bad news. I can't stand you. Going up when I'm going up. You knew I was going to take the soprano.
Yeah, I'm sorry, soprano. I think she's a soprano.
You know I'm a soprano.
I'm an alto.
In my heart. Not in my throat.
Ooh, this morning I was singing first soprano. You missed it. Way up there in the mic. You know, because I wasn't finna hurt myself.
You know, I had a dream last night. I had a dream. I don't know what was going on in this dream. I was just casually walking down the street and I saw Mariah Carey and I just started hitting her notes, her whistle register, and she looked at me and she was like, all right. And that was the whole dream.
There was.
I just was walking down the street, saw Mariah, and, you know, gave her a couple of those whistle tones.
Look at you. You gave them to her.
I sang them to her.
Yeah, because that's how they're going to get done.
Shade. You'll never. That is my mother.
I'm sorry.
You will not do my mama like that.
I didn't mean to talk about your people.
She talks about all my mama. She talks about Whitney. She talks about Mariah.
No, I don't mess with Whitney so much anymore. Whitney's not bothering me. I wanted Whitney to act, because, honey, I felt her in Sparkle.
Honest to God.
Church in the morning.
If you, Dolores, do not curl your hair, and you know we have service.
In the morning.
What is wrong with you? She knew church was in the morning, and she's sitting there with her hair uncurled.
Where the rollers? We got pink, we got black, we got magnetic. Where the rollers?
I mean, sponge. There's so many.
The pink and the black, they sponges.
Oh, okay, you're right.
My
they don't do the
pink
pink anymore. The pink ones are purple now.
Lord.
But we still have the black ones.
I tell you.
My mama used to have that black roller so tight in my bang, child.
Honey, because you was slept on top of your head. I had to keep it in there.
It was, and I'd wake up and my bang would look just like this. Like, girl, this bang, this tired, I've always hated bangs.
They were so flattering.
Everything is flattering. I'm gorgeous. Do it one more time. I can't stand you. Anyway, what is we talking about? Oh, the kids are in the car, they riding, and you know, Zora Neale Hussey is on the phone, and Sophia, she's just so holy and meek and mild. She just don't want her cousin, you know, talking, and she said, just turn your phone off, because you know they're gonna make us turn our phones off, blah blah blah. So without telling Isaiah what's going on, Zora just turns her phone off. And I'm like, if you know your nigga's low-key crazy, you would say, well, hey, I'm going to this event, we're gonna have to have our phones off. I love you, bye. But she just turned her phone off.
Because she's dumb. She ain't but like 8.
I'm gonna have to get with Zora and see what's going on. We're gonna join the Big Brother, Big Sister.
She
program.
rebelling.
I'm gonna be her big sister.
She used to
there
be.
are other ways to rebel.
She used to live in a fabulous house.
You can rebel and be smart.
And everything. And she was like the belle of the ball. Then she had to move to the hood and sleep in a twin bed.
She really did. Because honestly, I'd have been like, all right, y'all going over there and be over here with Granny now.
You think that might have worked?
Yes. Yes, I do. Anyway, not my granny personally, because my granny, I will never be able to live with her. Never. She's calming down, thank God, but
she worries. She ain't got but you.
It's 5 other ones.
You the original.
5 other ones.
You are the original.
Harass them, harass those children. Because I don't have the time. It ain't but me. And it's 5, 6. Because it's the other.
You talking about Alea? That's the last one.
It's Baby in Virginia. Baby in Virginia, Lathan, Alea, Casey, Lil Mike, and Cliff. And me.
Now guess who first? Guess who was the original?
My brother.
I ain't fooling with you no more.
I mean, honestly, there's just no reason for her to act this foolish and crazy all the time. But she's calming down. Love you, Grandma, if you're watching. Anyway,
you watch this one.
Probably. All my grandmas watch this. We done talked about it.
Everybody.
We are doing too much. This video is gonna be an hour.
Yeah, and dark.
And dark.
This is the way the light comes in is helping.
It's helping. It is. It's good. It's working out. We're gonna finish this. So anyway, Cherry and Jabari done had dinner. They done picked up, some young man was out there selling mixtapes or whatever, and Jabari received the mixtape, and Charity was just so shocked. You actually gonna listen to the mixtape? Like, I mean, you got it. If you got it, you may as well listen to it. I mean, I used to bump in my old car when it, you know, I had a car prior to this one that had a CD player, because this one don't. And a young man gave me a tape.
The bride.
A young man gave me a tape at Walmart, and I put it in and I bumped it, you know, until we gave the car away. Or we didn't, but
yeah, it happened. Wasn't us.
So anyway, all of that, and then Jabari gave her a kiss on the cheek, and she just looked so shocked. Just, I cannot believe that's all.
And he didn't even see the shockness?
No, he was trying to get out of there. He was sick of it. And I forgot to mention that Grace and Rick Fox was supposed to be going to dinner, but she decided she was gonna keep Nathan. So Charity gets home, and she, you know, was like, "Hey, how's it going? How's Nathan?" "I ain't fine here, baby. He don't do nothing."
You didn't tell him what happened when they were at dinner? She made him dinner or something. He ate.
Well, that's not really. Oh yeah, that is kind of important.
But there was something happening there.
So they get to fighting as they do all the time. They are so on again, off again. I'm as sick of them as I was with Chris Brown and Rihanna and Karrueche and the girls. It's just okay. Is we gonna be together? Is we gonna break up? Because I don't have time. I don't. Anyway, did I miss anything aside from, you know, they told each other they was both closed off?
I felt something that scared me.
Okay, now let me know, because I'll get out. But yeah, they told each other they was closed off, and then Darius said, "We're not gonna do this," and then he left.
That's it.
All right. And so Charity comes in and, you know, asks how Grace's date was, and Grace says, you know, we're not gonna talk about it. And Grace asks how Charity's date was, and she says, "Oh, he just kissed me on the cheek," and they bust out laughing. And Charity says, "Do I just attract a certain kind of man?" And I'm sitting here like, well, sis, if you have the theory that he's homosexual, why is you chasing after him so tough? And Grace is like, "I don't think he's gay, is he?" She said, "I don't know what he is." Well, sis, first of all, ask him if this is a concern of yours. And if you want to be with him, just say, "Hey, I was just wondering, is you gay?" And then he'll tell you if he's gay or not. Or maybe he won't.
Because I really don't know how you'd ask that question. It's just a straight out question.
What do you prefer?
Oh, that's nice.
What is your sexual preference?
We are the world. That's what he's gonna say. We are the children.
Anyway, we are doing too much today. Let me see. Blah blah blah. So Kerissa and her long sleeves, and Jacob and his long sleeves.
Now listen, it's not
Bishop and Lady May and their long sleeves are having dinner.
It's not cold yet.
All of them in their sleeves are having dinner.
And when did they tape this?
I don't know.
In December?
I don't know. The only time I've ever been cold in Memphis is in late November.
Jesus.
Walking up the pyramid cross that river bridge.
Trying to go to church.
Just trying to see Jesus. Just trying. Would I tell you I've never been that cold in my life? And I probably never will.
Water off the river bridge.
Even in my tiny little rabbit jacket, it was so cold. And my white stockings, I was cold. My white shoes, cold. It was so cold.
Yes.
I can feel the cold now.
It was cold.
It was too much. Anyway, but the point is, it's not that cold.
Those short legs was rolling.
It was cold. See, yeah, I have to get the building. I can't do it.
I can see you. I can see you.
It was cold.
My white shoes on rolling.
Shivering.
Pad leather.
You had to have the pad leather in my little children's Bible. Anyway, it just don't be that cold nowhere else in Memphis.
Seriously, not. Even with snow, it's not that doggone cold.
So why is these girls wearing sleeves? Anyway,
in August, these shows are airing in August
and in the house.
Okay, I don't understand.
But anywho, they haven't done a. Bishop asked if Skank got a prison ministry because he saw a big scary man coming at the office. And Jacob says, that's his business. I'm not going to spill his tea, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get to talking. Kerissa starts to say too much. And Jacob keeps having to shush Kerissa. And I'm like, y'all going to break up. And I'm ready for it because I'm sick of her. And as they getting ready to leave, Bishop says, anything we can do for you before we go. Kerissa says, I'll wear the breaker box. Is acting a fool. Jacob said, hey, we're not doing that. I already told you. And I'm sitting here like, no.
I ain't getting a job. We ain't getting the breaker box.
We're just going to be in the dark now.
The house going to catch on fire.
And that's that. And
it'll be gone. And hopefully we'll get out.
Insurance. But,
we own it now. We can burn it up.
Okay, Jim and Catherine and Veronica and them. But yeah, what I don't understand is that if Jacob already told her, look, this is not something I want to discuss with my parents, this, that, and other. I understand. Why did she go ahead and open her mouth and start talking? He already said this is not something I would like to discuss with my parents.
A man wrote this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, any brothers that are watching.
Most of them are brothers.
Because girls...
The majority of my commenters, at least, I mean.
Well, yeah, y'all probably get me. But all the girls I know, especially from the South, they'll be done waited until they got that little moment with Pops by herself and said, Bishop, we're having a problem over at the house. Is there anyway? And then schedule it and then Jacob will be out of the house on Thursday from 2 to 4.
That's what we would do.
Bam!
But also, I just know I can't get married because if my husband asks me, hey sis, don't say, I hope he don't say hey sis, but if he does, we just
kind of strange.
We have to deal with it.
How about babe?
If he says, girl, don't say this specific thing. I'm just the type of person that's going to say that specific thing. So I just know that as soon as I get married, I'm getting divorced. So there's just no point in getting married because I have an obstinate spirit.
And we are in prayer.
You should have named me Mary because I'm quite contrary.
Mary.
Mary!
I miss her. She has passed away.
Oh. Can I call her? You can call her. Go and call her. We ain't going to say, ain't nobody going to stop you from calling her.
That was too cute. I saw her sing that live in Mason Temple. It's beautiful.
Everybody that done sang live in Mason Temple has died.
No, they haven't.
Martin Luther King's dead. Bishop Mason's dead. Everybody. Inez.
That's what I'm talking about. Inez.
She's dead.
Dorothy Norwood ran and got her because she was singing all over the building.
Dorothy gonna die too. Shh. I sang at Mason Temple. You sang at Mason Temple. You know what's gonna happen? We're gonna die.
Anyway, fooled you.
Are you or are you not going to die? As much as you talk about it, you better die. If you live forever, I'll be so upset with you all this dying talking you done did.
Noah lived more than 900 years old. It's 900 years, and I'm looking at it. So
what you gonna do, sis?
Then I'm gonna start having children again about 500.
No, you're not, because they took your uterus and all it's a couple.
It'll grow back, Maddie.
Bye. Anyway,
I'm just saying.
I just can't be bothered with you. Yeah. So he didn't want her to mention the breaker, and she did. Zora Nigga Hussey calls. I'm sorry. Calls Isaiah, and he's being short with her. Blah. Those abusive nigga tendencies that the light skins with the slicks love to have, like myself.
Continue.
Anyway, Rick Fox is outside. He called Grace up out of her sleep. Say, is you up? She said, yeah. I said, no, you wasn't, sis.
He cute. You better wake up. Yeah.
He'll be cute tomorrow. I'm not gonna be cute if I don't get my 12 hours. I need my 12 hours. I'm not getting up. He says, you up? She said, yeah. He said, I'm outside. My mother said, oh, they must have, a little door where they can go out. She walked right out their front door. I'm thinking, I agree. They should have doors to each wing. You got all these wings and only one front door. What if you have a fire?
You better jump out that window and roll. Jump and touch and roll.
Child, I can't be bothered. So she comes on out there and drapes a blanket over him, and he tells this story, honey. He talking about why he not a member of the church. He says, I was married. She died. I'm saying here like, oh Lord, the church killed her. The pastor killed her.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out so far because that wasn't enough.
I was married and she died. I'm like, okay. And then he said we were on our way to a matinee and we went in the car, and I was like, Lord, the pastor was drunk driving and ran and killed her. And that's not what happened. They died. You know, she was in a car accident. She died. And I'm like, okay. I'm waiting. And he says, at the funeral, or after the funeral, around the time of the funeral, I asked the pastor why these things happen. And he said, we don't question God. And I'm still waiting as to just says, if they didn't agree with your spirit, why you just didn't go to another church? Or why you just didn't chalk it up to this old church nigga. Old church niggas say stuff like that. It's just what they do. I didn't understand. But anyway, speaking of old church niggas.
It hurt his feelings. And who old church nigga?
Bishop Silverthroat. Grace is upset. She's really trying to understand and get with this gay thing. And so she's trying to get Bishop to take a stance and say that, we love the gays over here at Calvary. And Bishop is tentative about it as an old church nigga would be. And she just can't understand. And he's trying to, let her know that, yeah, we need to pray on this. And she's like, pray on it. We can't pray on it. We got to take a stance. And I'm like, can you give your daddy just a bit of time? Just give him a second. Just give him a moment. Because me and my mother, I have to work with my mother and coach her through this thing. Because, she has a couple of old church nigga tendencies. Like, she's you've said, love the sinner, hate the sin. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Now, don't get zesty with me, sis. I'll read your boots. Anyway, but the thing, I have to coach her all the time about, it's just certain things we just don't say, we just don't do this, that, and the other. And, when you're approaching, homosexual, you say these things and don't say these things. I coach my veteran saints through this old new school Christianry. And I'm just, I'm working.
We're going to coach you through the old school Christianry.
Why, sis? We're not in the old school, we're in the new school. Did you not just say we were under a new covenant?
No, I'm not messing with the covenant.
Now, don't get me right.
Don't get me started all on this TV.
I don't need the old
like Grandma say on this TV.
I don't need the old school Christianry
of certain things.
I grew up with old school Christianry. So there's nothing you can tell me that I already don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to help you maneuver in 2017 as one of the saints. You do pretty well. She does pretty well. She was the choir director at the coaching church, so she came across a whole lot of gays. Anyway, bangles and earrings and hoops.
It's like, can you not wear that in the choir stand today? Can you wait till after church?
You let her have her bangles. Anyway,
he's a precious one too.
So sweet.
But
he's in jail
again.
Ain't got out.
He did one time. I saw him in church.
Oh, well, excuse me. Then maybe
he's been out.
But that was a heavy case.
Yeah, it was. Jesus did that. Because
Tasha Cobb was
he's supposed to have a real situation.
I did not know Tasha Cobb had gotten married.
Tasha Cobb Leonard.
I didn't know. Congrats.
Yes.
Nyca Cobb.
I saw some pictures. That was such a cute little shindig. It was cute. I liked it.
I've already congratulated her. I'm moving on.
I pinch kids.
And you just will have to. I thought she was coming for my neck.
No, I'm trying to find me some lighting for this camera work.
This puff. This is an old tired puff. This that old 2-day hair. My hair just doesn't last. Anyway.
Backlight.
So that's why I was gonna say Neil. Who was Neil?
I don't know. I thought you was gonna say Neil. I thought you was going on to your family people. I was saying, you talk to her. What y'all doing?
I haven't talked to her in a while.
She's gonna be grown, and she gonna move away. You need to call her.
Her brothers have grown and moved away, and I don't call them. No shade.
This your girl cousin.
Okay.
You her big cousin.
Have been since she was born.
I said what I said.
And I said what
Continue,
I said.
before we lose the backlight and the front light.
I'm waiting on it to stop recording, honestly, because it stopped 3 times.
Well.
Anyway, but I'm not speaking it into existence. So yeah, that's why Rick Fox don't go to church no more. It still doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. So Kerissa in her long sleeves swoops on down to Calvary, and she's spilling on skanks. And Bishop and Lady May are rejoicing because they got the tea. They now need to figure out what next to do. And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
This was a long journey.
Yep. Because we be
didn't
playing.
really talk about nothing.
We be playing.
We do be playing. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. Catch all my information in the description box. There are GoFundMe's down there for 7-year-old Matea, who is ill and, you know, she needs assistance. And then my little nephew lost his father, so there's a GoFundMe down there for that, for my sister and my nephew. And that's it.
Yeah, because the other thing that we were working with, they already had the funeral for.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We had a friend who lost a nephew, 7 years old.
Oh, that's right.
And we contributed to that too.
Y'all just keep the saints in your prayers. It's just a lot going.
I do what I want to do.
I'm gonna hang up.
I ain't stun her.
I'm hanging up. Keep the saints in your prayers. We'll catch y'all hopefully sometime next week, or this week, now Sunday, for another rendition of Greenleaf, and maybe the Haves and the Have-Nots finale if we can get together and spend some time. Anyway, peace.